Hey, I'm Brett with Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm here bringing you some great suggestions for holiday gifts this season. Since we're a site that basically, we started as a comic book blog, I felt one of the first categories I would look at is comic books. So I've got a few graphic novels that I think are kind of like run the spectrum of gifts you might be given to various people. The first of which I'm going to suggest is this trade paperback of Alias. So I'm sure you're looking at this saying, what the hell is Alias? You might have heard a small television show called Jessica Jones that's currently on Netflix. It's Marvel's latest Netflix series, came after Daredevil. People are praising it, loving it. Well, there is no Jessica Jones comic. It's actually based off of something called Alias. This came out many, many years ago. I think it was like 2000 something. Let's see here. Yep, 2001 from Marvel. This trade collects a whole bunch of the issues. It came out of Marvel's line, Marvel's Max, so this is a mature comic. You're not going to want to give it to little kids. This is definitely like a high school and up comic. Can't recommend it enough. Easily first pick, but for those who might want to get someone who loves Jessica Jones, this is what you're looking for. A little bit different, very, very different. We're going to go to young kids. So my suggestion for young kids is this comic from First Second. It's called Secret Coders from Gene Nguyen Yang. Gene also writes Superman right now. The reason I love Secret Coders is it's not just a really entertaining comic for kids, a graphic novel for kids. It also teaches you computer programming. It's a skill that you kind of need nowadays to make it. Sadly, schools are having budgetary issues, so computer programming does kind of go out the window every so often. So that's why I really, really like this comic. Gene, he's written some amazing series, Avatar: The Last Airbender comic, American Born Chinese, which won tons of awards, and Boxers of Saints, which is also really, really praised. This is a multi-volume series. This is the first one come out. The next one's not out till next year. And this comic actually teaches you binary. I never quite understood binary. Like, I understood the concept, but really couldn't work it out very easily. Just reading this, I totally get it now. So it does a fantastic job of teaching that. This is one of those graphic novels I would give to kids over and over and over again. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It hasn't gotten praised enough. Love it. Love it is the best way of putting it. Next up, let's see here. Let's go with this one. This is The Kitchen. The reason I'm suggesting The Kitchen is, one, I love the series. This is a Vertigo comic. It came out not too long ago, like last year. I think it wrapped up. I don't remember if the whole thing wrapped up last year, but it came out last year. This collects all 8 issues in one handy trade paperback. The reason I love this is it's a mob story. I love mob stories. Goodfellas, Godfather, like some of my favorite films ever. So this is the mob story, but a little bit different. Instead of so the guys go to jail, their wives take over. So It's a Woman's Work is Never Done. It takes place also in Hell's Kitchen in 1970s, and this basically is the mobsters' wives taking over the loan shark payments and dealing with other folks trying to go in on their territory. It's awesome. It's a great Vertigo miniseries, one that I don't think was praised enough. It's from Ollie Masters, Ming Doyle, and Jordi Belair. It's just, if you know someone who likes mob tales, mob stories, this is one. This is one to get. I love it. Next, we've got The Arab of the Future. So this is so far an amazing book. I'm kind of like 3/4 of the way through. How do I even describe this? So it's a graphic memoir by Riyad Sattouf. If I mispronounce your name, I really apologize. It's The Arab of the Future, Childhood in the Middle East, 1978 to 1984. The graphic novel is about Sattouf's life, living in various locations and kind of moved around by his father, who was really believed in the pan-Arab ideas. So basically, well, here, we'll just, you know what, we're just going to read the description, just for just a way better justice than I will. Starts Satou's childhood. He's growing up the son of a passive French mother and an over-the-top Syrian father. Satou's dad is an recounting goofy academic and idealist pan-Arabist who drags his family along with him to a succession of strange teaching jobs under menacing but barely functioning political regimes. Satou's account has also been met with some controversy. He had worked with Charlie Hebdo. The comic is beautifully illustrated. Just easily one of the best graphic novels of this year. It's I think a fascinating look into the Arab world, so highly recommend it. Definitely for like adults, teens, yeah, I'd say teens and ups for adults. If you ever kind of want to look into the Arab world, what it's like kind of growing up in that, this is actually a fascinating look into all of that. The final suggestion that I've got is probably another one that's kind of overlooked, I think, by a lot of folks. So this is Omaha Beach on D-Day. Magnum Photos, first second, put this out. So it's June 6, 1944. This is Robert Capa. He captured an iconic image of American GIs submerged in Normandy surf. He was one of the photographers that was there disembarking on the beach during D-Day. It's his famous shot, along with a few others from that roll of film, or the images to survive from Omaha Beach on D-Day. This is a combination of comics, photos, and essays having to do with all of that. So if you got someone who loves war stories, loves World War II, that history, this is kind of a must-get. It's really fascinating in that, you know, it's beautiful graphic novel. I mean, absolutely just gorgeous in so many ways. Definitely a graphic novel that did not get enough praise by folks. And let's open up the other side. So yes, that's like a 4-page spread trying to capture D-Day. So not only does it have all of that, but it also has photos and essays having to do with D-Day. So to me, this is one of those pieces of literature, of graphic novel, that just absolutely fantastic in presentation and the quality of the material that's within there. If you have basically a family member or friend who loves military history, loves learning about World War II, I think this is kind of a must-get. So overall, we got a nice mix of books. We've got books for kids, we've got books for teens, we've got books for fans of comics on television, history, current events, a little bit of everything for everyone. We're going to have a whole bunch of videos, a lot of suggestions over the next week or two. Hope you stay on board, keep on watching. We're going to try to aim for one per day. Thanks for watching. This is both Graphic Policy Television. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy. We keep it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading and keep it geeky.